Hi Tariq, Daphne here. How are you? Good to have your essays. You are doing so well, working so hard. I'm really impressed by the speed you're going through the course. It's okay, you don't have to do me an essay every day. I know you probably have a job and lots of other stuff to do, but keep going. You're doing great. Please tell me when your exam is because it's good to know if you have like a really tight deadline. I think you said it was pretty soon in January. So let's, I think you said the 20th. I'm not quite sure. Um, anyway, um, what was I going to say? Yes, you said you went blank. Don't panic, okay? What I've done is send you loads of links in my email. Um, and there's a podcast that Ben and I did in December all about this. Basically, in the exam, even if you're doing computer, you have a pen and paper there. Okay, so I would practice mind mapping, literally. So I tell you in the podcast how to do it. You probably know how to do it, but just like scribble ideas, write ideas quickly on a piece of paper, anything that comes into your head, and then you will just be able to plan more easily. Um, this is looking good though. You're doing good. So these days, people spend a lot of money on tickets to go to sporting events. This is really confusing. Basically, all this says, do you agree or disagree? Yeah, there's three questions in here, which is very confusing. So, is it a good thing? Is it a good thing in your opinion? I mean, that is just basically a repetition. I mean, that can just basically go. That's just there to confuse you. And then to what extent you support it. So, don't be put off by this very three extra questions here. This is very kind of IELTS, but you don't need it. So experts throughout both the developing and developed world have debated whether good. The spending on tickets for luxury and entertainment activities such as football, Olympics, opera and ballet is beneficial, proving detrimental to society's development. Um, it's it's not really to society's develop. Uh, So it's not really to do with society like the other essay about technology was. So it's more about money because this is here spending money on. So you know if you want to go to a ticket, sometimes these tickets are hundreds of pounds. Now proving it financially. So this is an adjective here. Financially detrimental, full stop. Okay, so that is quite a neat intro. So whether the spending on tickets for whether the spending and they've said spend, maybe you could say investing in rather than on. So investing in, it would be tickets. Okay, I'm just sort of thinking about the paraphrasing there. But what I really like, well done, such as da da da, you give me some ideas, fantastic. I strongly agree that the positives of this issue outweigh the negatives, as such activities enrich and favour global relationships among countries. Good, okay. This essay will discuss both views. Really nice. Using examples from. And then you can stop there because you don't need to put using examples from and then using examples to demonstrate. So watch out if you use the like the framework, the template, careful you just check it through afterwards. Okay, so nice intro. That's fantastic. On the one hand, there's ample evidence that entry costs of some entertainment activities have grown considerably in now recent few years. Okay, that is the same thing. So I would say either in the recent past or get rid of recent, and I would say in the past few years. The past few years since the advent of globalization. Mm, really? I'm not sure that you particularly connect that to globalization. Yeah? Um, maybe since the. I don't think that was necessarily connected to globalization. Since the production. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Since the production cost, production and performance costs um, have also grown. Something like that. Okay? Like it's very expensive to put on a show or very expensive to hold a World Cup. I don't think I wouldn't necessarily connect it to globalization. Okay? But good idea to say why. Central behind this is twofold. Firstly, through attending such attractive and appealing events, people find a chance to take a break from the daily stresses and tough routines, plural stresses, plural, plural, and get time to relax and enjoy. Okay, now get time to relax and enjoy is not very academic. Watch out, keep your level of your writing academic, keep your vocab high. Take a break from their daily stresses and tough routines and decompress. You could have, sorry, you wouldn't have a full stop there. Decompress, so that would be a small d, and take a break and decompress. Okay, you could say completely decompress. Okay. Secondly, these events hugely contribute to some areas of the economy through through oh, sorry, I lost it. Through boosting the tourism industry and job creations, thus increasing productivity of the hosting country. For example, recent empirical research, good by the UK government, demonstrated that the London, it would have to be, it's always the Olympics, actually, like the internet. The London Olympics held in 2012, you don't need in Britain, because obviously it's in London, so that can go, boosted the UK economy by 9.5 billion. Yeah, must not be forgotten that the livelihood of thousands of people could be dependent on these kind of cultural and sports occasions, which are held annually. Therefore, it's conclusively clear these events make a valuable contribution in facilitating public what? Public involvement, public public interaction, and now few is one or two, so I think you actually mean several aspects of the economy. Careful on articles, really watch out on that. Okay, okay, nice. Now this feels quite long. I think we talked before about long essays. How are we doing here? 49. Yeah. Don't write so much. Yeah. Cut yourself back. So for me, I would cut a whole chunk out of this. I would cut that. That can go for me. Remember, you don't have long. You've got 40 minutes for this, and you said you have a problem kind of thinking of the ideas. I would rather you have absolutely accurate grammar than give me one more sentence. Yeah, keep it tight. Keep your argument. Your argument's really good. Keep your argument perfect and concentrate on the lovely vocabulary and on accurate grammar rather than writing more and more and more. Okay. The danger is that the examiner won't mark it all. It doesn't often happen, but it can happen. So just be a bit careful. Okay. On the other hand, although there are some good justifications for spending, I wouldn't say a good amount of. You could have hard-earned money on sporting culture and shows. Some professionals think that this don't repeat money could be better spent elsewhere. Yeah, I would say better spent elsewhere. Spent elsewhere, and on something worthier, especially when they occur away from the home city. Okay, when events demand overseas travel. Okay, so instead of they occur away from a home city. So I put in here, they demand overseas travel. This is largely because attending an event in a foreign state, careful on articles, revise that for me, yeah? In a foreign state would require a lot of money to be spent, not only on entry tickets, but also on travel, accommodation and food. For example, a recent study by Oxford University showed that in the USA, 40% of the people spent nearly 3/4 of their total salaries to attend the Olympics. Or or you can have Olympic events, so you can use it like an adjective, so that would go Olympic events in the UAE in the year 2017. Consistent with this line of thinking is that ding on. So we keep on repeating spending, 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 spending. Is that such investments? Yeah. And then you would just go straight into, yeah, such investments can or may, remember, create, then you need the infinitive, a financial imbalance in one's life. This is really important, absolutely. Thus, it's possible to state beyond doubt there are some major consequences of enjoying, yeah, costly events. Good. Very nice paragraph, that. Well done. Good. So you totally understand the question. You said to me, help, what do you say? You've absolutely understood it, correct? So task achievement, no problem at all, okay? You've got your opinion in here. You're answering it really nicely in terms of your development. You're really using this kind of template very nicely here. So you've got your topic sentence. You're developing it. You've got your example. The coherence is working really well. Lots of nice vocab in there. On the grammar, just watch out on your articles, okay? Research. Here we go. Here's a little homework task for you. Research the rules on articles. It is difficult in English. It's super difficult in English. Research the rules and see if you can find a little exercise or write me 10 sentences with different uses of articles in them. Maybe write me 10 high-level sentences which you could use in an essay with articles, and make sure you get the articles right. So that would be a good little practice for you. So, in conclusion, although these events could cost someone their financial stability, I believe, so we want your opinion again, because it's an opinion essay, that because it's events, spending on events is the subject, their manifold advantages on local economies cannot be denied. Excellent. Good. Really, really good. Nice essay there. So just have a look at sentences with articles in. Okay, to see if you can do me a little bit of practice. Just research the rule on that. That would be good. Line graph. Yeah, it is deliberately completely random. Okay, so you cannot find a pattern in here. There's a little thing there you can comment on where they have a similar. Here is a bit similar. Here is very divergent. And here is very divergent. So you can make some comments about that, but there is no overall trend. I've sent you some links. The line graph provides information concerning the amount of rainfall in 3 different European countries. Yeah, in the year 2018. Figures, capital letters, okay? Don't forget. And then the. In January, at the beginning of the given period, Scotland recorded the highest. Now, you're absolutely right to do superlatives, but make sure you get them correct. So, the highest at approximately 120 compared to 110 in England, while, nice connecting one, well done, the figure for Wales was significantly lower. You're comparing. So what I'm looking at all the way through here is how you're comparing and contrasting. So the highest is good, while excellent, and then lower because you're comparing it back at just under whatever. During the next 6 months, Scotland experienced a slight fall in rainfall, despite actually, don't need that. 2 sharp dips in February and April, whereas really good Wales capital managed to reach the highest peak. Good. What I'm doing is highlighting all the super good bits here in July with few fluctuations between February and June. However, the amount of rainfall in England varied. Past tense here. Keep it in the past tense. You've done that so far. Between, yep, in the whole year. Really nice. What a good paragraph. Super good there. No problems. All these lovely bits here is great comparative language. So well done. From July to December, Wales, capital letter, had the largest downfalls, ending the year at 52, whereas Scotland experienced some dry days in August, capital letter, September, and no. So check your answer. This looks like maybe you didn't have time to check it. Check it, because the examiner will pick up on these things and you'll lose marks for that. And that is literally just checking it. Overall, in July, all 3 countries had the most rainfall. whereas, or while, or however. Always put in a connecting word if you can. May and August were dry. Okay, were drier, maybe. Yeah, dry or drier. Okay, really nice. Very, very good on that task one. Really happy with that. Well done. Tariq, you're doing great. Good progress. Thank you.